Today on 16-Bit Game Review,
I fly in an active volcano. There's a very angry Yeti. And finally, I see the most amazing cow in the world. Hello and welcome! Now, the Spyro series is one of my all-time favorite game series that I've ever played. I played it when I was a kid, and I still play it today. And out of all the three Spyro games, my favorite is Spyro 2, Rypto's Rage. Spyro 2 Rypto's Rage is a sequel to the original Spyro the Dragon, made by Insomniac Games. If you don't know what Spyro the Dragon is, please check out my review of Spyro the Dragon, which I did a while ago. No, you do not. The game starts right at the end of the original game, after you defeated Gnasty Gnorc and get all the gems and whatnot, and you need a vacation, so you go to Dragon Shores. But shenanigans ensue, and you actually end up in the world of Avalar, where Rypto has taken control because of a mistake made by Hunter, and the residents of Avalar are in a complete state of chaos, where totem poles are coming to life, Yetis are basically attacking helpless monks, and of course, you are the one to solve all their problems because, yeah. Graphically, Rypto's Rage is exactly the same as the original game, and that's because they used the same graphics engine, and they did that because the games only had a year in development. But I find that Rypto's Rage is a little bit better than the original for the sole fact that the aesthetics are just so much better. I find that they reflect the themes of each level a little bit more than they did in the original game. I'm not knocking down, the original game is a stunning thing to look at, but Rypto's Rage I find is just a little bit better. And I think that's just because it keeps the themes of the level consistent with the way it looks. The levels are indeed very short in Rypto's Rage. You can probably blast through one of them if you're just going for the goal in maybe a minute or two. But the point of a Spyro stage isn't to rip through the level as fast as possible. The point of these stages is to be a massive collectathon where you're going around collecting everything you see that can be collected, whether that's killing enemies, picking up gems, collecting orbs, or the talismans at the end of every stage. You're constantly running around looking at every nook and cranny for that last gem or enemy, so you'll be able to progress quicker, more effectively throughout the game. Gameplay-wise, it's almost a carbon copy of the original game, albeit because of the year development. But I find that Rypto's Rage's gameplay is a little bit more dependent on the collecting than the original Spyro game, because in the original, you just had to collect a few dragons before you were allowed to progress. In this game, you have a lot more things to collect in order to progress. The controls are exactly the same as the original game. There is only one difference. When you're gliding and you decide to hit the triangle button, you do not fall like a rock. Instead, you flutter, then fall like a rock. Every single world in Rypto's Rage has its own unique story, and I just love that. Yeah, there's the underlying issue of Rypto taking over everything and honestly doing me a favor beating up moneybags, but there's the overlying issue in every single world where the individual world has an issue. You go in trying to go and defeat Rypto, but when you come out, you feel satisfied that you helped some civilization who was either being bullied or being basically thrown into boxes and turned into turtle soup. And I just love that type of level, story layout type of thing. The music, I don't have to say it. It's fantastic. Just listen to a few tunes and you'll understand. In my opinion, Spyro Rypto's Rage is the best Spyro game in the world. It has brilliant storytelling, it has wonderful level designs, it has fun characters, memorable levels, and overall it was a fun game. There is a downside to getting Spyro Rypto's Rage, because if you want to own it on a PlayStation or a PlayStation 2, you're going to have to pay between $15 to $25 for a physical disc, which I would have to say is a little bit too pricey. However, the PSN version is no better. It's $5.99, but you're limited to playing it on a PS3 or a PSP. In North America at least, you can't play it on the Vita, and the PS4 isn't compatible with PlayStation games yet. So you're pretty much SLO if you want to play it on your Vita, and you have to pay a pretty penny to get it on your PlayStation 1 or 2. But despite all of this, I'd say it's a worthwhile game. It's a wonderful Spyro game to add to your collection, and it's a wonderful game to play, period. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please check the annotations for more video or the cards as well. I would like to hear your feedback, so leave a comment below if you like, dislike, or have a suggestions for future reviews. As well, leave a like or dislike if you liked or disliked the video. Subscribe if you want to see more videos from us, and like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter if you do that. Anyways, thank you for watching.